Wish these were in numerical order. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Breckenridge High School, Breckenridge, Minnesota, home of the Breckenridge Cowboys. And tonight they're taking on the visitors from Pelican Rapids, the Vikings. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. I am Joe Schreiner, and I'm joined here in the booth by head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson.
Hello, Joe.
Good evening, sir. And I'm also joined up here tonight, and we have the pleasure of Raleigh Lip joining us in the booth.
Smoking Joe, B-Dub, good to be here. This is a great way to start conference play, a great rivalry game. Breckenridge and Pelican Rapids. This should be fun and fast.
This is going to be fun. Raleigh's going to help us out a little bit tonight. B-Dub's on the technical stuff tonight, and he will offer as much as he can as well. And again, welcome everybody to the Richland IFC pregame show. Innovative food crops from the richlands of the Midwest. The Richland IFC, our pregame sponsor. We want to thank them for doing that. And just really quick here, Raleigh, again, you mentioned just the rivalry of the Heart of Lakes Conference here itself with Pelican Rapids and Breckenridge. Classic game.
Yeah, this rivalry goes way back. There's been some great games played between these two teams, both in regular season, and Cowboy fans are aware of all the great postseason games that have been played between these two teams. So this is a great way to open up maybe one of the biggest rivalries in the conference, maybe next to Barnesville, Breckenridge and Pelican Rapids.
And of course, Perham too. You know, there's so many.
You know, it's too bad that we're in the middle of the COVID deal, because this is one of those games where there would just be an electric atmosphere in the gym whenever these two teams meet. But we've got some fans in here, and there should be some excitement, and we've got plenty of viewers on this evening already.
All right, so we appreciate everybody for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network and the Richland IFC pregame show. Speaking of Richland IFC pregame show, we had a short chat with head coach of the Cowboys in his first season as Cowboys head coach, Stephen Lip, and here is what he had to say earlier this evening. Welcome, everybody, to the Richland IFC pregame show. Joe Schreiner here, and I'm joined now by the Cowboys head coach, Stephen Lip, in his first season as head coach of the Cowboys. Welcome to the show here, Stephen.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
All right, thanks again, and we appreciate you taking some time out here in the pregame. We're just getting ready for the junior varsity to get started here. You guys have played one game already. You played Uppsala, and that was a victory for you guys. And was there anything in that game that you saw or that you liked or didn't like? How did your seniors lead, and what did you see?
Well, you know, one thing that is glaringly obvious to the coaching staff, we see 10, everyone we got on the rim.
And Pelican Rapids is coming in tonight. They have not played a game yet, correct?
Correct.
And what do you expect to see out of Pelican Rapids? I think they had a pretty good team last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they had a tough squad last year, and a lot of guys are returning here this year as well. They got a fellow who's been on the team since an 8th grader, and he will be a force on the offensive end and be tough to guard tonight. But other than that, we've been prepping off last year's film. We're assuming they'll be running a lot of the same stuff this year, but you know, that's just one of those things you never know. They don't, like you said, they haven't played yet this year, so we'll just have to wait and see what they have for us.
Yeah, you never know what kind of surprises could be out there. So looking at last year's film, do they do a lot of full court pressure? Do they do man-to-man, zone? What do they do?
Well, they like to run a little bit of a 2-3 and a 3-2 from what we saw last year, so we prepared a little bit for that, and then we prepped a little bit for some of their favorite offensive sets they had for some zone and man defense. So just going off what we had, so like we said, we don't know if we're preparing for the right stuff, so it was kind of a guessing game, but we're kind of assuming they got some of the same stuff in store for us.
All right, and just going back off of history again, Cowboy hustle was always big, and I'm assuming you're still instituting that tonight. Will we see full court pressure out of the Cowboys tonight?
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Okay, so nothing's going to change there, huh? All right, Coach, anything else there you want to add tonight before we get going?
Nope, I appreciate you guys having me on again.
All right, we'll have this on Three Borders Sports Network for you tonight. And head coach of the Cowboys, Stephen Lip. Thanks for joining us, Stephen, and we'll be right back with more. All right, there was head coach of the Cowboys, Stephen Lipp, in his first year. Raleigh, again, Stephen coming in his first year, and he talked about the pressure that he's going to see from Pelican Rapids. What do you expect to see as you've watched Pelican Rapids in the past many times against the Cowboys?
Well, these two teams have played very similar. They like to play fast. It could get a little chaotic if you had a chance to see the first game. I mean, it was up and down, some shots that went up fast, shots that went up so fast that B-Dub would probably cringe. So it'll be interesting to see what, if they play that loose. It was really up and down. But usually when these two teams meet, you certainly would never need a shot clock.
There you go. Well, I think what we'll do right now, Raleigh, we're going to take a break here on the Richland IFC pregame show. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the OSPTI injury report right after these messages. You're listening to Three Borders Sports Network. At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports. Thrivent Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Falls sports teams and coaches the best of success. Thrivent is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulick, your local Thrivent financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulick at 701-642-1108. Thrivent Financial. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net. Well, welcome back again, everybody, to Breckenridge High School, home of the Cowboys. They are taking on the Pelican Rapids Vikings tonight. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, along with Raleigh Lipp and head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson, doing all the technical stuff for us tonight. Well, Raleigh, again, it's just, I got goosebumps here. I'm ready for some Cowboy basketball. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple of interesting matchups tonight, too. You look at the Anthony Kenzemius-Liam Sitzma matchup. That should be a fun one. Yep. And then Mikhail Korf and Cooper Yagi. I'm assuming they will match up when teams are going man-to-man. Cowboys have options, though. They've got some good defenders out on the perimeter, so it could be different. But those are two matchups that I think really be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
Coach, what are you looking for tonight?
Just some good, fun basketball. A little bit different pace, up and down. Even though there's no shot clock, like Raleigh said, I think these two teams are going to go up and down the floor. First game for Pelican Rapids, see how they come off. They have a little bit of nerves. Breckenridge got one under the belt, so they may have a bit of an advantage there.
All right, we'll take a break here, or we're not going to take a break. We'll stay with it. Here we will pause for our national anthem. All right, there you have our national anthem as we honor America and our military, past and present. We thank them for their service at home and abroad, and keeping this country a great country that we do have. All right, let's take a quick look here at the OSPTI injury report. For all your sports-related injuries, contact OSPTI with offices in Hankinson, Breckenridge, and, of course, Fergus Falls. Coach, there we talked to Chris Nito just a few minutes ago. He's out with a leg injury. He broke his leg in football, Raleigh, and unable to come back here. And he told me he didn't even know if he was going to be able to play baseball.
Yeah, that's
tough injury.
That's quite a blow to the Cowboys, and Chris is just such a great player and a better kid. You hate to see that happen. But he's a great teammate, and he's one of the loudest cheerleaders down there on the bench. And
as far as the OSPTI injury report for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, I talked to Coach Gullingsrud just before the game, and he said, yep, we're pretty healthy coming into tonight on their first game, so they are pretty happy with where they are. All right, let's take a look here, Coach, at the thriving starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard from Pelican Rapids, Logan Fay, number 21, a 6'3 senior. Mikhail Korf, Raleigh mentioned him earlier in the pregame show, a 5'11 senior. Another senior, Jaden Rutherford. He's a 5'9", wearing number 24. And another senior, Liam Seitzma. He wears number 23, a 6'7 senior. And the only lone junior starting for Pelican Rapids, 6'2", wearing number 2, is going to be Braden Ecker. The starting lineups for your Breckenridge Cowboys. Cooper Yage's getting the start, senior, 6 foot, wearing number 4. Junior Perez, senior, 5'7", wearing number 5. Sebastian Anderson, number 12, a senior at 6'1". Jonah Christensen, 6'2", a senior, wearing number 30, and number 32, Anthony Kazemius, 6'7", senior. So all seniors in the starting lineup for Breckenridge. Head coach Stephen Lipp, and he's assisted by Jordan Christensen and Derek Braun. So those are your lineups here, brought to you by Thrivent. And we are going to have Kazemius and Seitzma tipping it off here, 6'7" and 6'7". And it's controlled by the Cowboys and into the back court, and it's going to roll off the hands. I believe it's going to be Viking ball. Yes, it was. So that rolled off the hands of Sebastian Anderson.
They're going to talk about it here.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. They are going to change
they are
it.
That
surprises me a little bit. The Cowboys may have caught a break there.
So we're going to keep it down on the Cowboy end. The first possession here.
Yeah, a lot of players out on the floor, Joe, that have seen a lot of varsity time.
Kazemius, turnaround jumper in the paint. No good, and Seitzma on the rebound, getting up high for the Vikings.
Well, one the Cowboys wanted.
Yep. Kazemius had a decent look there. Vikings going around the perimeter now at the top of the key there with the ball is Fay. Gets it over the other side to Rutherford. Brings it back to the near side now. Ecker dribbles into the paint to the elbow, gets in, throws one up against the glass, high off the glass, and it's rebounded underneath and taken away.
Really a good defensive possession there for the Cowboys. No good looks from the perimeter. When they did put it on the floor, there was help defense there, and a forced shot.
Cooper Yagi on the drive. Penetration, nice putback by Kazemius. Good follow-up there by Kazemius.
Yeah, he's really improved. You take a look at Anthony Kazemius from his sophomore season till now. I mean, he has gotten a lot stronger, and he runs the floor nice. That was a very nice putback, and it's going to be an important part of this game tonight. Who controls the boards, Joe?
There's a three-point shot from the opposite wing. That's no good, and a rebound underneath there. Taken away by Anderson. Nice bounce pass up to Kazemius. Now to Cooper along the baseline. He's going to penetrate and kick it back out. Christensen spins, moves, finds Kazemius, breaking to the bucket, and the big guy puts it up for 2.
Yeah, great start here for the Cowboys, and boy, I think B-Dub can attest to this. Nice to have a big guy that can run the floor. You look at Anthony Kazemius getting a rebound at the other end, and he was the first guy back.
Nothing better than that, Raleigh. And then also Jonah Christensen able to put that ball on the floor and dish as well.
So back we come to the Vikings end. They trail 4-0 here with 16:04 to go in the first half. Seitzma in the paint, kicks it out to the other side. Fay for 3. Logan Fay, an all-conference player last year in the Heart of Lakes for the Vikings, makes his first bucket and got the 3. Had a good open look there.
Yeah, 3 all-conference players. You got And the other two players on the floor also can score from the outside. So the Cowboys got their work cut out for them on the defensive end.
Gonzalez hands the ball off to Perez. Christensen kicks it over to Anderson. Back to Christensen in the corner for three. Just short. And a weak side rebound there by Korf. Pushes it up and finds breaking to the bucket, and a basket there by Fave. He's got all 5 of the Vikings points. Nice pass from Korf.
Yeah, and those are the ones you want to stay away from giving up easy baskets, because the Cowboys have been very good in their half-court defense. Even last week in that game versus Uppsala, you hate to see a fast break basket by that by Pelican, but we give the Vikings credit getting the ball up and down the floor.
Cooper breaks into the paint, dishes off to Gonzalez. Got a whistle and a charge. I believe that's going to be against Cooper. So a foul on Yegi, a charge foul on Cooper, his first. Team first.
Cooper's just got to be careful when he goes in there. You got to be under control, and you got to see what's in there with those big guys. Pelican doing a good job of stepping in to take the charge.
Yeah, you know what? And Pelican, historically, one of those teams that's very good at stepping in and taking the charge. So yeah, you got to be very careful about leaving your feet.
So Korf brings it up. He's a 1,000-point scorer. He's started since he's a freshman for the Vikings. Seitzma gets it over to Korf on the near wing. Gonzalez alters the shot, but that didn't bother Korf at all. He got 3. 8-4 lead now for the Vikings. Back we go the other way. Perez gets into the paint, looks, and it's taken away there by Korf, but he goes out of bounds with it. It'll stay Cowboy ball.
Yeah, 8 straight here now for the Pelicans, or for the Vikings, and it's a big possession here for the Cowboys. They scored on 2 of their first 3 possessions, but have come up empty here in their last 3.
8-0 run for the Vikings. Underneath Christensen, gets it up there and in. So good call there, Raleigh. Jonah Christensen with his first bucket. Back come the Vikings, up and in, high off the glass. Gonzalez altered that one, and he gets the rebound.
Yeah, I think he got a piece of that one.
He might have. Anderson looks for Christensen down low. Ball on the floor, and it's still on the floor, and coming away with it for the Pelican Rapids Vikings is going to be Eckert. He hands the ball off to Korf. 8-6, 14 minutes to go here in half number 1. Cowboys and Vikings. Perez all over that one. There's another shot in the paint, altered by Christensen again. That's nice when you got that 6'7" guy in there, and there's Seitzma with a blocking foul as Perez just pestered him and got him.
This one has a nice pace to it. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is up and down. You got to be careful. You got to take care of the basketball. Cowboys have turned it over here a couple of times early. Very important to take care of the basketball in these big rivalry games, or in any game for that matter.
We had a substitution, Timmy Guler in. Here it is. Jonah Christensen goes to the bucket and grabs 2.
Yeah. I tell you, Jonah's not the quickest of guys, but what he does have is great footwork underneath, and he's very patient. Great move inside there.
Guler finds Seitzma breaking to the bucket for 2. His first bucket of the game, and Vikings take a 10-8 lead with 13:20 to go.
Well, both teams have been able to get to the basket and get some easy baskets here in the early going. The Cowboys would like to shut that down. 3 easy baskets for Fay inside.
Gonzalez now on the near wing. 6'7" on 6'7". Gets it to Yagi. Yagi's going to penetrate to the right elbow, take a jumper, rolls around, and off the rim. Seitzma with the board. Hands it off to Korf, and he'll bring it across the center line. Picked up by Yagi. Screen from Seitzma. Korf can't take the shot, and there is a step back 3. Rolls around the rim, battle for the board. Seitzma ends up with it. Korf over to the near side. That's Fay. Tollerud is in the game, and he is on the floor. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Vikings. Coach Lipp wants to send in a couple of substitutions going in. Jacob Visner along with Reese Peterson. So Visner, again, a good athlete here. I think Coach Lipp said, didn't he, Brian, and that this is Visner's first year back and
first year back playing basketball. He couldn't remember the last time that he played, but I'm assuming junior high.
There's a steal by Anderson.
Yeah, it was 8th grade the last time he played. I'm sure the hockey program not too happy he's playing basketball because he's a heck of a hockey player, too, and you'll see that. He's a physical kid, great athlete.
Great athlete.
And Reese had a nice game off the bench the other night, too. Double digits. Cowboys had 5 players in double digits the other night.
Reese Peterson. There's a shot up and in. There's Peterson, just as you mentioned him, Raleigh. He gets his first bucket. And we're tied at 10 at the 12-minute mark of the first half. Over on the other side now is Logan Fay. Brings it over to the near side wing. Here's Korth. Back to Fay. Fay spins at the elbow, gets it up. Nice underhand layup there. Nice move. Nice athletic move there by Logan Fay.
Yeah, the Vikings have done a nice job getting to the basket. Another easy one for them. Cowboys have done a nice job switching on picks up front, but Pelican has been able to find some seams in the defense and get to the hoop.
To the corner, Anderson along the baseline. Finds over on this side. Visner penetrates into the paint. Jumper is good for 2 for Jacob Visner. His first bucket of the game. We're tied at 12.
He doesn't look like he hasn't played basketball for a while. Man, nice little move there.
Good athlete. Again, we saw him in the football game against OTC. I was watching in Wisconsin. Raleigh, you had the call.
Yeah,
And,
five
that zigzag move he made there, man.
Yeah, that was the ESPN top 10
Yes,
play.
it was. Konzemius on the breakaway bucket. So he's got 6 on the night. And the Cowboys take a 2-point lead at the 10:50 mark.
And there's the big guy running the floor again.
There he is.
And if you run the floor, Cooper will reward you.
Yep. That's fun. Korf now out here on the wing, way up high, gets it over to the other side to Tollerud. Bounce pass in down low to Williams and back out for a 3-point shot to Fay. And he's got 2 of them. He's at 10 points. He's got 10 of the 15 for the Vikings.
Okay, he's got 2. You need to find him now every time.
Yagi, top of the key, penetrates just inside the 3-point arc. Gets it over to Visner. Looking for Peterson down low, and I think there's a foul. A reaching foul is going to be called against Tanner Tollerud. He's a sophomore.
There's his receiving skills coming in, too. A little play like that, Visner, a poor pass to the wing there. It looked like it was going to be picked off, but for any of the young players out there watching, that's how you do it. You come to the basketball,
yep.
And that looked like a turnover, but Visner did a great job and then able to draw the foul now. Cowboys maintain possession.
That's bounce pass, and another foul is going to be called, I believe, here, and that will be on Weston Funk. Yes, it is Weston Funk, so that'll be his first foul. Team third. So the Cowboys basketball underneath their own hoop again on the far side. Visner's going to inbound. Looks for Christensen in the paint. Turnaround 6-footer, no good. Battle for the rebound, almost grabbed away there by Adam Ohm, but it stays in the Vikings' hands.
Wait, but another easy opportunity for the Cowboys off the inbounds. Cowboys have gotten some great opportunities off the inbounds passes.
There you go, Visner breaking away for 2.
Boy, what a spark he's been off the bench here.
Yeah, he's got a quick 4 points, puts the Cowboys back in the lead by 1. Pressure defense, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Jacob Visner.
I thought that was good, solid defense, though, D'ing up.
Didn't have any hands on him there, Coach.
No, it's a little bump there.
So it'll be Viking ball on the foul by Visner. That's a second team foul. Ecker gets down low, shot up and in. That bucket is by Hunter Williams, who checked in, another sophomore for the Vikings. Back we go the other way, just that quick. Yagi puts one up, reverse layup. Rolls off the glass, no good, and rebounded by the Vikings, and back they come. Rutherford with the ball, right side of the paint, puts it up. Jumper, rolls in, and he'll get the and 1.
Yeah, he's in the circle there. He was there in position, but a little too deep.
Explain the circle again, Brian, real quick, for the fans that might not know.
The defender, if they're inside the arc, the charge arc, even if they're set and in position, it's still considered a block for protection of the player.
Okay. So checking back in is Junior Perez. So Rutherford's going to go to the line for the and 1. Vikings lead by 3 and now 4. And the 3-point play the traditional way with 9:17 to go in the first half. Ball tipped away by the Vikings. It'll go stay with the Cowboys. Taking it out here on the near side, right in front of the Viking bench is Peterson. Gets it into Christensen. Backs in against Seitzman, but then it's a 3-point shot for Ohm. No good off the wing. And a rebound underneath there by Guler. Gets it up into the front court, finds them all alone, no good. Seitzma on the board, put back, that rolls off. Seitzma battles Christensen, and it'll go back to the Cowboys. Boy, the Cowboys come away lucky on that one, Raleigh.
Yeah, give Jonah a lot of credit there, hanging in there with the kid that's listed at 6'7".
6'7", yeah.
He hung in there, but boy, Cowboys got to keep Pelican off the glass. The Vikings have gotten some easy baskets here in the first 9 minutes.
Perez hands the ball off to Yagi. To the corner, Christensen for 3. Off the rim. Peterson up high for the rebound and just loses control and steps on the line. It'll be a turnover on the Cowboys.
In the right position there, just a little too far underneath.
Kazemias checks in for the Cowboys along with Anderson. Yagi's going to get a breather along with Peterson.
Yeah, both teams will have their bench tested tonight, or early in the season here, and this has got a really quick pace to it. And you're wearing the masks out there, so you're going to see some kids, I think, in the second half that they're going to be a little gassed.
So 20-16 here at the 8:25 mark. Korf over on the far wing, looks for a long 3, pulls it back down to Seitzma. Seitzma puts his shoulder down, yep. Seitzma put his shoulder down. That'll be his second foul, Raleigh. On the big guy.
We'll see how that plays out, and they're going to get it. Yeah, they're going to get him out of the game here. Right now, that was a big play. 8:18 to play in the first half. Keep an eye on. We'll jot that one down. That was a big play. It looked like Pelican might get an easy basket instead. Foul on their big guy, and it'll send him to the bench.
Yeah,
so one of those little plays, B-Dub, that really come up big in games like this.
Yeah, he's going to have to sit for a while here.
If he comes back in, it'll be a dangerous one.
I think as long as it stays close, he'll sit.
Oh, nice little left-handed turnaround jumper, Raleigh. You ever seen that one before?
Boy, that's a nice one to add to his arsenal.
Man.
Yeah, and a nice entry pass, too, by Adam. You know, a pass that was easy to handle, and a beautiful turnaround jumper by Anthony.
Korf down low now. They find Tollerud, and it's the takeaway there by the Cowboys. Here comes Perez. They're going to slow it up. Ohm wants a 3 from the wing. Oh, and it bounces off the backside.
That one was right on. We were right on angle. And he's such a good shooter, Adam. It'd be nice to get him going. He did hit a couple on Saturday versus Uppsala, but it'd be nice to get him going in this one. He's going to get a few more good looks.
Yeah, we were right in the same angle as that, right in line with the bucket, and I thought it was in. Down to the corner. Ecker.
Yeah, nicely contested out there by Jonah.
And here comes Perez. Hands the ball off to Anderson for 3, and he got it. Sebastian Anderson with his first 3. And gets the Cowboys in the lead again, 21-20 at the 7:03 mark.
Yeah, Sebastian, one of the 5 players that was in double digits on Saturday, and he looked very confident on that stroke.
Rutherford penetrates, gets it off the court for a 3. Short, no good. Perez on the rebound. And he breaks it through 2 defenders, gets it up to Kazemias, and he goes up and he's hammered from behind. And that foul will go against the Vikings. Braden Ecker. Kazemias to the line for 2. The big guy saw the bucket.
Yeah, I just can't tell you how impressed I am with Anthony and how he runs the floor for a big guy at 6'7". But that's a kid that went out for cross country. He's been out for cross country for a number of years, and it's paying its dividends.
Oh, missed free throw there.
Wait, how about Junior's drive, though? Cowboys have had some nice ones into the paint, some nice dishes underneath to Anthony. And Anthony's got the soft hands, too, for a big guy.
Yep.
You got 2 big guys down there, and you got 2 good guards who can penetrate in the paint and dish. That's a lethal weapon right there.
Cooper Yagi checks in for Adam Ohm. Kazemia's second free throw attempt, 21-20, 6:46 to go. Second one is good.
Cowboys on a 6-0 run now. Get the lead back. But just what you would have anticipated from a Brett Pelican game. You know, back and forth, both teams getting after it.
Rutherford for 3. No good. Long rebound picked up on the other side there by Anderson. And it's tipped away by Korf. So it'll stay with the Cowboys right at midcourt.
We haven't heard much from Korf on the offensive end. Cowboys have done a nice job on him.
He's got
Faye has been the one who's hurt him, but he's now on the bench with 2 fouls.
There's another 3-point shot from Anderson, not quite there. Kazemias on the rebound, finds Christensen, up and in for 2. Good assist from Kazemias to Christensen.
Boy, Cowboys playing very unselfish, both teams. playing very unselfish. You're seeing some nice passing here in the first half for an early game.
Shot there, and it's up and good for a three for Tanner Tollerud, sophomore, 6'2".
Yeah, just the second game of the season for the Cowboys. Pelican, this is their opener. They look fairly sharp for their opening game of the season.
1 point lead for the Cowboys, 24-23, and we're at 5:45 to go. Yagi getting screens from Christensen, takes it into the paint, rolls in a layup, up and in for two for Cooper, his first bucket of the game. Long court pass, no good, and Christensen on the rebound. Oh, and he's going to call a jump ball.
Quick whistle there.
So it's a jump ball. Possession arrow goes back to the Cowboys. We got substitutions for the Vikings. See if I can catch the subs there. Justin Verdorn comes in.
Well, maybe we don't need a shot clock in Minnesota.
Oh, not today you don't.
5.5 to go. Cowboy lead is 3. 26-23. Gonzemius way out high. Looks down low for Jonah. Jonah in the paint. Steps out, gives it to Yagi. Back to Jonah at the elbow. Spins. Little 12-footer. Back iron. Just bounces around, and Gonzemius' timing was just off a little bit. Back the other way they come. Logan Fay puts it up from 6. No good. Gonzemius on the rebound. Pulls it out of the hands strongly from Williams. Yagi now on the near wing. Cooper eyes it up, looks to the baseline, finds Jonah breaking to the bucket. Jonah is really bothered down low, and they're going to get a reach foul on Korf. So that'll be Mikhail Korf's first personal foul.
Yeah, and Korf not happy with it.
No, he was not.
I thought that was pretty good defense, too. Nice job of collapsing, and Jonah had nowhere to go. But fortunately for the Cowboys, they get the whistle.
Yeah, Jonah's got to be careful putting that ball on the floor down there with all those little guys in there.
But, boy, you can tell the senior class, you can tell these guys have played together for a long time. And, again, it's been all seniors on the floor for the Cowboys tonight. They've done a nice job. Now we get a
Adam Ohm checks in, and sophomore,
Yep.
Alex Ohm. So the brothers are in.
Breck taking all their size off the floor here.
And both the Ohms can shoot, and Pelican knows it, so they get out and respected it, and it opens it up for Cooper.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of three-point shooters out there for the Cowboys right now. Nice rebound underneath there by Alex Ohm. Gets it out to Adam for 3. Alex again with another rebound. Cowboys keeping it on their end of the court through the Ohm boys.
Wait, another good look for Adam. I'd really like to see one of those threes go down here in the first half for him.
Anderson out high looking for help. Got to hand it off to Yagi. Cooper going to pull it back out on the dribble. Far side now to Alex Ohm. He gets inside to the free throw line, kicks it over to Cooper for 3. Cooper, Yagi.
Boy, what a great possession there for the sophomore.
And that one's going to go off the hands, and it'll be a turnover back to the Cowboys. Went off of Dooler's hands on the long pass.
Yeah, Alex Ohm, 2 offensive rebounds on that last possession, and then the nice little drive and the kick to open it up for Cooper in the 3.
Breck doing a good job on the boards offensively. You know, they go to the small lineup, and then they change their offense. They go 5 out, dribble drive, and trying to take advantage of the quickness here.
Cooper to the baseline, high off the glass, no good, and the rebound on the other side, picked off by the Vikings. And back they come. Korf bringing it up. Cooper tried to get it from behind. Ball on the floor. And they kick it over to the corner. 3-point shot, no good. And it's controlled there by Fay. Like Raleigh said earlier, Fay's doing a lot of hustling and scoring for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Shot, Verdorn gets into the paint. He's got to kick it out.
You can get
we got
3
a whistle.
seconds here,
Is it
I
a
think.
3 second?
That's
Yes, it
funny
is.
that it would come up. Me and my brother Scott were just talking about that last week. I was watching some film of an old state tournament game that he was in and how quickly they called 3-point violations back then. And I told him, you know what, I can't remember the last time I've seen a 3-second violation called, and here it is in the first half right after I talked about it. But that's one you don't see much. You saw it a lot back in the in the day, but you don't see the 3-second violation much anymore.
Not a lot, and I'm always...
Cooper drives in for 2. Sorry, Brian.
No, that's fine. I'm always asking for it in a girls' game. I think that they let it go quite a bit, and they got it here. It's a nice call.
Korf picks up another foul. That's 2 on him. Cooper got the bucket and 1. He's going to be shooting the and 1 here coming up. Cowboys lead by 8 now with 3:06 to go.
Wait, it seems like the Cowboys have a little pep in their step right now.
Oh, long rebound, and
loose
Cooper.
balls going to the Cowboys right now.
Wow. Nice hustle by Cooper. Tries to put that one up. He's going to get the foul again on Korf. And look, Mr. Korf is not happy.
Whew. Another offensive rebound for the Cowboys.
And we talked about those matchups, and right now the Cowboys are winning them. Cooper and Korf. We mentioned Korf has been pretty much non-existent on the offensive end, and now 3 fouls.
Cooper goes to the line for 2. Front iron, back iron, and it falls through, so Cooper gets the free throw. Cooper, a solid young man there.
Well, we talked about Anthony and how I think Anthony's gotten a lot stronger the last couple of years. You look at a guy like Cooper. Cooper is, he's not the tallest of kids, but he is built like a rock.
Yes,
and he's going to be very tough for opponents to defend.
Guler brings it into the front court for the Vikings. We're under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. To Rutherford now up high in the circle. And coming up from behind, Perez trying to steal it. Ball on the floor. He gets it. Over to Adamholm. To Cooper for 3. Got it for 3. Cooper. His second 3. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowboys 35, the Vikings 23, 2:33 left to go. We'll take a break and be right back right after this message.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers more money for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Tom about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
All right, we're back here at Breckenridge Gymnasium here. The Cowboys with a 12-point lead, 2.5 minutes to go. Penetration to Fay, kicks it out for a 3-point in the corner, no good. Long rebound's going to go out the Vikings' hands. It went off the hands of Guler. It'll be Cowboy ball.
Cowboys on a 19-3 run over the last 6 minutes. Pelican led 20-16 with about 8.5 minutes to play.
We could have Raleigh more with us, Brian. He keeps track of those runs and everything.
I like that.
You thought I was all washed up, didn't you, Joe?
I'll tell you what, I had goosebumps hearing your voice in the headset tonight. Pass down low intended and taken away there by Fay. And that, oof. I thought I saw a double dribble there, but I just shouldn't say anything. Down in the corner, Guler. He's a freshman for the Vikings. Over to Rutherford for 3 from the wing. Good. Rutherford.
Just over the outstretched arms of Anthony Kazemius. Anthony almost got a fingertip on that. But the last minute and a half here, very important, especially for Pelican Rapids. Cowboys had all the momentum, but that was a big 3 right there.
Good point. As a coach would say that, too. There's one off the glass, no good. Perez gets the rebound, though. Gives it over
offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound, yep. There, Perez got a wide open lane, but then tall guys in underneath. Penetration, kicks it over to Alex Ohm. Jumper off the court, off the rim, no good. Kicks it out to Anderson. And now a rebound underneath by the Vikings.
But again, another nice possession there for Alex Ohm, the sophomore. Got a good look in the lane, and then a nice tip out. Knew where the three-point shooter was.
That was.
Best time to take a three-pointer is after a missed shot. And he found the open shooter there.
I believe that foul was on Perez, wasn't it? Or they said Anderson. Anderson got the foul. Fay with the rebound. Turnaround jumper. Rolls off the rim. Kazemius gets up there and pulls the ball away strong. Gets it over to Anderson. We're under a minute to play now. 50 seconds on the board. Perez looks to hand it off to Cooper Yagi. Yagi gets a couple of screens. Pulls it back. Now into the free throw line. Jumper inside. Hit Kazemius on a nice putback.
And again, a nice job by Cooper getting into the lane, breaking down the defense, and it makes an easy opportunity on the putback for Anthony.
30 seconds to go. 11-point lead for the Cowboys. Rutherford to the far side. Tollerud kicks it out up top to Ecker for three. No good. Konzemius out battles Anderson for that rebound and get it up ahead to Cooper. Cooper's going to penetrate. And that one is swatted away there with authority by Braden Ecker, 6'2".
Yeah, probably a break for the Cowboys. Cooper a little bit out of control. They're fortunate to get the ball back. Probably no need to take the ball to the basket there with no numbers. With just 13 seconds to play, probably want to play for one here.
Jonah Konzemius checks in. Anderson goes out. 13 seconds to go. Go out deep to Yagi. He'll set up one final play here for the Cowboys against Rutherford. Between the legs, gets top of the key. 3 seconds to go. Yagi for a long three. He's going to be a little short. And that is the end of your first half. Wow, back and forth we go. Just before we go to our Scott's Electric halftime show, quick thoughts here, Raleigh. What'd you see?
Well, it was typical Pelican Breck game, up and down. I was impressed with the Cowboys on really both ends of the floor. Very unselfish play. I think the Cowboys taking a little momentum down to the locker room.
Good deal. Coach, what'd you see there in the first half?
Just a good, solid first half by Breckenridge. Really doing a good job on the boards. The offensive rebounds are just killing Pelican right now. And good ball movement, just playing as a team. That's what you need. Right now, inside, the Cowboys have the advantage with the big kids.
All right. We're going to take a break, and when we come back here, our Scott's Electric halftime show, we're going to have Athletic Director Chad Fredrickson coming up next. We'll be right back after these breaks.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all of the Wahpeton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net. Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric. Thrivent Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Falls sports teams and coaches the best of success. Thrivent is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulick, your local Thrivent financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulick at 701-642-1108. Thrivent Financial. At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports.
Better living begins at home, and Three Rivers Decorating in Wahpeton is your personal designing service. New flooring in your home can totally change its look and feel. Three Rivers Decorating has dozens of vinyl plank designs to choose from, along with carpet, tile, and linoleum. Whether it's updating your home's interior or retail space, Three Rivers Decorating has all of the latest styles and trends. They also offer free estimates. Give them a call today, 701-642-8454.
Welcome back to excuse me, there I did it. I knew I was going to do it, Freddie. God dang it, I'm sorry here, folks. Welcome back to Cowboy Gymnasium here where the Breckenridge Cowboys are leading the Pelican Rapids Vikings by 11. It's 37-26 here on the Scott's Electric Halftime Show. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here on Three Borders Sports Network. And right now I am joined by Athletic Director Chad Fredrickson. Chad, thanks for joining us here at halftime.
Appreciate you having me on.
All right, I appreciate you letting us come in and do the broadcast tonight. We're going to do a few more for the boys and a few for the girls. I think we got 5 girls games and 3 boys games, and then we're going to actually do a wrestling match, I think, at the end of the
yeah, I'm pretty excited for you on that.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. That'll be our first wrestling one. We did our first hockey the other night, so we had a good time with that too. So
I appreciate you doing this.
All right, Coach, let's just talk real quick here about the COVID regulations. I think you've got maybe, 100 maybe people here or so?
Well, there's supposed to be, we're supposed to be able to have up to 150. We'll let basically between the JV and the varsity teams, with them bringing 2 people each, we're roughly right at that 150 mark.
Okay.
So, I'm sure that there's a few people that stayed for the JV game and probably left. We've asked people to do that, so we appreciate them doing that. It takes up enough space if you're going to try to keep 6 feet apart, and do those COVID protocol things.
It's not easy to manage.
It's not easy, and it takes up the bleachers quite a bit. And to our east side of our building here, we're basically having our gym. We're having our teams over here so they can socially distance. They're doing a heck of a job.
Yeah.
Not really with our guys, but anyway, I'll get after them on my way by. But anyway, we're supposed to keep them kind of regulated and away from people. Have 12 feet apart from them to any other of our crowd. So we're just kind of keeping this side isolated to the guys and the other side to the fans. And the mask thing, and you're obviously seeing it on the film. It's tough for the guys to keep those things up, and I'm thinking, that's everywhere, and so hopefully at some point in time maybe we have some regulations lifted on that, and that our guys can play without them. But you know what? Everybody's in the same situation here in Minnesota, so we got to do what we got to do.
How many
we decided that puts us roughly at 150.
Okay.
So you can manipulate that a little bit, at home. Not that you go over 150, but usually they don't play. They don't bring as many, and from the opponent's side. So if they do shift and not bring so many, we can kind of add a few to our side. So, but we're all getting into the swing of this. I mean, we're only a week basically into playing, and so all the ADs around the area and the region are trying to put our heads around what works, what doesn't work. So we can fix some things as we go.
One of the things came up in our coaches meeting the other day on Wednesday. The wrestling could not go over to North Dakota. Will the basketball team still be able to go over to Wahpeton to play?
Yes. Yeah, we already have that on the schedule. Okay. So it's still, honestly, one of the major discussions we've been having is, so we're playing in North Dakota. Do we fly with North Dakota rules?
Right.
It'd be really nice if our guys could go over and play one game without masks, but the way I'm understanding it is they're probably, the state of Minnesota is still going to have that expectation that we got to put our masks on. So, talking to some of the other ADs that Moorhead, Dean Hugo at Moorhead, they played West Fargo the other night, and Moorhead wore their masks and West Fargo didn't, and he thought it was kind of a major disadvantage for them. So, but again, that's what our expectations are, and we're playing, so we're happy to be playing, so we'll do whatever they expect us to do.
Amen to that. All right, Coach, anything else there you want to add? We're going to take a quick break and come back for the second half.
No, thanks a lot for doing these games for us. I greatly appreciate it.
No problem, Chad. Athletic Director and head coach of the Cowboy football team, Chad Fredrickson, joining us here on the Scott's Electric Halftime Show. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will have half number 2. We'll be right back.
Need some relief? Nelson Auto Center can help. Right now, Nelson will make your first payment up to $400 on all pre-owned vehicles with about 100 to choose from. You make no payments until April. Stop in and get a great deal now at Nelson Auto Center.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews. Giants Snacks, a proud sponsor of Cowboy Athletics.
Todd's Welding in Breckenridge is your headquarters for heavy truck and trailer parts, and their service center is top-notch. Todd and his crew offer annual DOT inspections, oil changes, wheels, seals, and brake jobs on your truck and trailers. Make sure your equipment is road and field ready. Give Todd's Welding a call today, 218-643-4535, or stop by the shop just off Highway 75 South Breckenridge. Todd's Welding Shop Incorporated is proud to support high school athletics.
Well, here we are. Halftime is over again. Thanks to Athletic Director Chad Ferguson for joining us on the Scott's Electric halftime show. Scott's Electric, for all your electrician needs, see Scott's Electric. Half number 2, the Cowboys lead by 11. Over on the far side, Logan Fay, we got a whistle, 5-second violation.
Yeah, and you got to come out and maintain that intensity, and that's what the Cowboys did there in that first possession. 5-second violation. Great job. Again, coaches will tell you, B-double tell you, man. First 5 minutes of the second half, probably the most important part of a basketball game.
Most important part of the game. You have to get off to a good start.
Oh, nice pass down low to Christensen. Turnaround jumper, and he hits the backboard with it. But Kenzemius comes away with it. Up and over the top of Seitzma. Kenzemius keeps up the scoring for the Cowboys. Rutherford to the baseline, 15-footer, no good. Kenzemius on the board, long baseball pass to Cooper. He's on the opposite end of the receiving side. This time Cooper, little underhand layup from a distance, puts it in for 2. He's got 13 on the night.
When you got a big guy that can outlet the ball like that after a rebound, that's very dangerous. One of the best, Nate Lorenz, but Anthony taking a page out of Nate Lorenz's book.
3-point shot, no good there by Anderson. And it'll be Cowboy ball on the baseline.
Great start to the second half here for the Cowboys on both ends of the floor.
Up by 15, 41-26, 16:53 on the board in regulation. Perez looking to get it inbounds to Kenzemius, little 6-footer, no good.
Boy, Pelican has done a poor job tonight defending the out-of-bounds play underneath. Another good look there for the Cowboys. Didn't get the basket, but boy, another good look. They'll take that one all night.
Ecker is fouled going to the hoop there by Jonah Christensen. That'll be Jonah's first personal foul. So that'll send Braden Ecker to the line. He hasn't scored yet tonight. 6'2" junior for the Vikings. Right-hander puts it up and in.
Well, neither team has gotten an opportunity from the free throw line much tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say 1, 2, 3 far.
Yeah, and those were two big ones there for Pelican. They needed something positive to happen.
Yagi on the give and go. Blocking foul underneath, and that'll go against Fay. So Logan Fay draws the foul. That'll be, in my book, it'll be the first foul.
Cooper will wear you down, man.
Oh, man.
He's the guy that can just flat out wear you down. Not an easy guy to keep in front.
Definitely low center of gravity and strong.
You know, he's a guy that can get to the hoop, score mid-range shots, get to the basket, and he can hit the 3. So he's very tough to defend.
Seitzma on outlet to Fay. Takes it against Christensen, no good. Kenzemius on the board. Fay, I think, was looking for the foul and didn't get it.
Yeah, that was one that probably could have been called, but give Jonah credit, hustling back defensively and making it a tough opportunity.
Anderson rolls the ball into Christensen. Backs in the defender. Nice pass. Third around over the top of the head to Christensen. Didn't go in, though.
Yeah, there's those good feet again, though, by Jonah. He's so patient down low. Doesn't hurry himself and able to find Anthony for another easy opportunity. Cowboys have had some great opportunities, but just haven't been able to knock him down here in the second half.
Korf with the jumper from the right elbow is no good. And it'll go out of bounds off the Cowboys. It'll stay with the Vikings underneath their own hoop with just under 16 minutes to go.
Well, you just sense, though, if Pelican's gonna come back and win this game and make a run, Korf is gonna have to contribute.
Jonah steals 2-on-1. Cooper's gonna stop for 3. Off the rim, Kenzemius goes up high, and does he get whistled for the foul?
Oh, you're kidding. No, that couldn't. Yeah, that.
I think it was on Jonah.
Yeah, it's on Jonah.
So.
A little push there. They're both there, but Jonah standing there and just give him a little push before he's getting ready to go out.
I got Jonah for 2 fouls. Coming over to the scorer's table, the referee wants to make sure they got the foul right. It is, and that is the second foul on Christensen.
Wait, what the Cowboys would really like to do is get that 4th on Korf. Korf playing with 3 fouls right now.
He almost got one there down on the other end just in the last series.
Korf hasn't done much on the offensive end, but he is the guy with the basketball in his hands the most time. Without him on the floor, it'd be very difficult for Pelican to make a sustained run.
He has a single 3-point shot. Seitzma in the paint's got to kick it out for 3. There's no good on the board, and out rebounding Seitzma was Christensen, but it's going to be off his hands. It'll stay with the Vikings.
Yeah, Jonah listed at 6'2", but plays a little bit bigger than that.
He takes up some space in there.
Breckenridge was in zone that last possession there.
See, those I don't like. The easy baskets off the inbounds, and we've seen them both ways tonight.
Fay for 2. He's got 13 on the night. 12. Anderson, top of the key, he's got to pick up his dribble, and it's tipped away there and controlled by Seitzma. Here comes going the other way. And there's a whistle and a foul on Anderson, I believe. And that will be Ecker going back to the line. See if it is on Anderson.
Wait, Cowboys came out and captured the momentum. They went into the locker room with the momentum and then came out and worked up to their biggest lead of the night, 15 points. But Pelican, give them a lot of credit. The last couple of minutes, very important. It looked like they were on the verge of being blown out, and all of a sudden this could be a single-digit game here with a made free throw.
Peterson checks back in along with Jacob Visner.
And Visner gave the Cowboys a little burst of energy off the bench in the first half. We'll see what happens here.
3 for 4 from the line as Ecker misses his second shot. Kicks out to Visner in the corner. Looks down low for Konzemius. He's going to pull it back out. Visner for 3 from the wing. Just off the mark. Bounces up over the top of the backboard.
Jake not too shy.
No.
Pulling the trigger.
Coming off the bench. Again, the first 5 minutes of the half, Coach.
It's going well for Breck right now, but Pelican doing a good job trying to get back in this thing too. They don't want to let it get out of hand here.
Yeah, this is an important stretch, for both teams, but you got Korf on the bench right now for Pelican Rapids.
There's a reach on Konzemius. So that'll be Anthony's first personal on the reach foul there. That's team 4th already in the half here as Cooper Yagi comes to sit down. Adam Ohm back in. Seitzma on the inbound. Konzemius gets up, but ends up in the hands of Perez. Junior pushes it up. Konzemius for 3 for the big guy. Drains that one from 3-point land. The big guy can hook him from deep.
That's a weapon right there. If he can do what he does inside and then step out and hit the 3.
And really no hesitation. Took that 3 with a lot of confidence.
Rutherford into the lane for 2. Oh, and a steal over on the other side by Guler. Back come the Vikings. Fay puts it up. Rolls it in for 2. That's 14 for him.
Turnovers are killers, and turnovers that turn into easy baskets are really killers. And all of a sudden, it's a single-digit game.
I was just going to say, it's a 9-point lead. There's a foul on Guler.
In Pelican, you can tell, starting to believe right now.
Yes, they are.
This is going to be fun. 13:55 left. This is going to be a lot of fun down the stretch.
Konzemius inbounds it. Gets it in to Peterson. Just inside the arc. Over to Perez for 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rutherford on the rebound. Again, a chance to cut into the lead here. Rutherford to the paint. Oh, and swatted away there by Konzemius, but I think they're going to get Perez on the blocking foul.
I'd really like to see Breckenridge have a little bit of patience on offense, make Pelican play defense, use their quickness. They've got a couple kids that are in foul trouble, but I just think you got to move the ball a little bit more, and then you're going to get the same shot, but it's going to be just a little bit better after running it a little bit.
Yeah, and always better when multiple guys touch the basketball down the floor. Get them involved.
There we go, a 3-point shot there from Rutherford. His second of the night, cuts the lead to 6 now. Bounce pass to Konzemius, reverse layup, up and in for 2 for Anthony.
Yeah, nice little head fake and then be able to put the ball on the floor and get on the opposite side of the rum. That was a big basket there for the Cowboys. They needed that one.
Rutherford for another three, and he got that one. That's his third three here of the night for Rutherford. Gives him 14. Perez brings it up into the front court, taken away there by the Vikings, but Perez gets it right back. Kenzemius goes up and puts it back in. Back and forth we go. We got a whistle and a timeout on the floor.
I love it.
Is it a 30 or a full? It's full timeout. We'll take a quick break, Brian. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 12:54 to go in half number 2. The Cowboys 48, the Vikings 41. Back in 30 seconds.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers more money for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Tom about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
All right, welcome back to Cowboy Gymnasium here. Joe Schreiner alongside Brian Watson and Raleigh Lip joining us here, providing some color analyst for us. We appreciate Raleigh joining us in the booth, and you'll hear Raleigh's voice a little bit more during the year as we go along.
I'm still around.
We appreciate, Raleigh, that you're here and taking part in Cowboy basketball.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
It is fun to watch these guys. 7-point lead now for the Cowboys. Korf, the 4-year starter for Pelican Rapids, up on top. Got to get it over to Fay. Penetrates against Christensen. He kicks it out to the other side. 3-point shot is up and good. Net basket by Tollerud, and that is his second three. Oh, and a bad pass there. Picked off 3-on-2. Here come the Vikings. Over to Rutherford. Now to Korf. Korf penetrates. Kicks it over to Fay. Up and in for two.
And I was going to mention that last possession. This is getting a little scary for the Cowboys.
2-point lead.
Yeah, Pelican able to hang in there without getting anything from Korf. And you know you're going to get something down the stretch from Korf.
Exactly. Bounce pass down low to Christensen. He gets tied up down low. Possession arrow will stay with the Cowboys.
No, they're going to fall. Got him on the arm there.
Was it on?
No, they're going to. Yeah, I thought that was on Korf. No,
Who did they call it on then? I thought he said 34, but there is no 34 for them.
Must be 24.
Yeah, he just changed it.
No, I thought he called it on Korf as well.
He did say it was on Korf.
It was.
Yeah. All right.
Boy, that was a big call.
Big call. That's his fourth foul. He goes to the bench in a hurry. Cooper along the baseline, puts his shoulder down, goes in, draws the foul. So a good penetration drive there by Cooper.
Yeah, and that was pretty good defense there too by Rutherford. And you can see him talking to the official there. He's a little miffed at the call. There's not much he could do there. I thought he had nice position, but Cooper again so strong.
Yep. Cooper's first free throw is off the mark. So far, Cooper is 1 for 4 from the line. I believe he had 29 points the other night, didn't he, Raleigh?
Yeah.
Second one is good. Gives Cooper 14 on the night. Coming back the other way, Guler. 3-point lead for the Cowboys. We got a barn burner again. Fay down low, draws the foul on Peterson. Bucket is good. He'll go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, well, anybody's tough to stop when you let him get the ball that low on the post. And if you're going to foul there, heck, you might as well hammer the heck out of him, make him earn it from the free throw line. Yeah, that's just getting the ball. That's too easy. Getting the ball way too low on the post.
So Seitzma comes back in for the Vikings. And Fay at the line for the and one, the traditional way. Rolls off the iron. Christensen on the board. Cowboys need some offense here. They lead by 1. We're under 12 to play. 11:35 to play. Adam Ohm, top of the arc. And again, a pass intercepted by Seitzma.
Yeah, a couple of really poor offensive possessions for the Cowboys. Just no need to make a pass like that.
Seitzma on the putback for 2. That's his 4th point for the big guy. And again, a breakaway try by the Cowboys, and Kazemius takes it away. As Coach Lipp stood up, he was ready to call a timeout, I think, there, but now he's going to give it a rest here and see what happens. Christensen for 3. Bang! Big bucket for Jonah Christensen.
And again, that goes back to the hustle of Anthony Kazemius coming back when the momentum had really swung. He makes the steal and then finds an open Christensen, and Jonah buries it. What a huge hoop for the Cowboys.
Seitzma on Kazemius. Seitzma backs him in. Turnaround jumper. Cooper on the weak side. Rebound. He's fouled on the weak side by Guler. That'll be Guler's 2nd personal. Checking back in for the Cowboys is Sebastian Anderson. For the Vikings, it is going to be Braden Ecker back in. Braden Ecker is 6'2", junior. Weston Funk.
Breckenridge got to do a little better job of taking care of the ball here. I mean, the reason why Pelican's able to get back in this thing is because of turnovers.
Yeah,
Cooper blows by the defender, puts it off the glass, Seitzma on the board.
Yeah, Cowboys very careless on the offensive end.
Oh boy, Guler picks up his 3rd on the forearm shiver.
Yeah, he doesn't like that call, but
I agree, though. I think, well, sorry. Sorry, Coach. I'm being a coach up here in the stands.
No, I mean, you just can't give the official the opportunity to call that foul. We talk about it all the time. Yeah, it may be questionable, but you just can't put yourself in that position.
Cooper takes it over to the far side and hands it off to Visner on the far side. Jacob penetrates, loses his dribble, but keeps it on the left elbow, kicks it back to Kazemius where he drained a 3 just a few seconds ago. Now Christensen out high. Left elbow, free throw line. Hook pass down low, and it's tipped away there underneath by the Vikings. It'll stay with the Cowboys.
A little too much dribbling there by Jonah. Breck's just got to run their stuff. You know, spread them out a little bit, and then you're able to attack. You don't need to force anything.
10-14 to go, and it's short, no good, and ball on the floor, and the Cowboys come away. Back to Anderson, up and in for 2.
Yeah, and again, Cowboys very fortunate. Again, probably a little bit too quick on the trigger there, but Pelican a little sloppy with the basketball as well.
10-minute mark. Cowboy lead is 4. Out high, Tollerud hands it off to Guler. Guarded there by Cooper Yagi, top of the key. Looking to go to the right side, does. The elbow to the side of the paint. Awkward looking jumper, and it's a late call on the foul from the opposite side.
Wow.
And that is going to go against Cooper Yagi, his 2nd. That'll send Guler to the line. Boy, Timmy Guler, 5'10", and Cooper Yagi at 6 foot, putting on a show there.
Yeah, that's an example of getting bailed out right there. Probably a little bit out of control and just throwing up a prayer, but getting bailed out by the official. We've seen both teams take a few questionable shots here in the second half.
So Guler misses his first free throw. The 5'10" freshman for the Vikings puts up his second one. That one just bounces in. So a 3-point lead for the Cowboys, 9:42 to go here in regulation. Rutherford checks in for the Vikings, and checking in now for the Cowboys, Landon Blofus, a sophomore.
Yeah, first action of the season for Landon. I tell you, they get Rutherford back on the floor. He's the guy that turned this game around with some threes, and they put him on the bench, and the Cowboys didn't pick up any ground. So now they got their best shooter back on the floor.
Cooper penetrates, dishes nicely to Kazemius for 2. An assist for Cooper, bucket for Kazemius. Nice play there by Cooper.
Yeah, we've seen them two work well together.
Yeah, that one I like.
You like penetrating into the paint. Now we got there it is, an offensive foul. I believe that's going to go against the Vikings, number 2. Nope, 21 he says, so that's against Logan Fay. Opposite side of the ball. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowboys 56, the Vikings 51, 9:18 to go. We'll be right back. Three Borders Sports Network.
Todd's Welding in Breckenridge is your headquarters for heavy truck and trailer parts, and their service center is top-notch. Todd and his crew offer annual DOT inspections, oil changes, wheels, seals, and brake jobs on your truck and trailers. Make sure your equipment is road and field ready. Give Todd's Welding a call today, 218-643-4535, or stop by the shop just off Highway 75 South Breckenridge. Todd's Welding Shop Incorporated is proud to support high school athletics.
Welcome back to Cowboy Gymnasium, where the Cowboys lead the Vikings on your Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. 9:18 to go here in regulation. Raleigh, Coach, what have you seen so far here in the second half? Again, the Cowboys kind of gave it up a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, they did. Just a little careless with the basketball, a little quick in their offensive set. I felt like they could have made Pelican play a little more defense when they had a nice lead. But credit Pelican for battling back, turning up the defense a little bit, and take advantage of those turnovers.
Yeah, and turnovers kill, man. You have to take care of the basketball, and again, especially turnovers that turn into easy baskets. And the Cowboys have given up a few of those tonight. Yeah, you got to clean things up in the offensive end.
Blofus, his first time in varsity action here for the Cowboys. Hands it off to Yagi to the paint. Konzemius looks back to Blofus for three. The lefty puts it in.
Boy, what a start for Landon.
Landon Blofus with three for the sophomore. 6'2", drains it from the wing.
Boy, an amazing coach with a little bit of confidence will do, too. Nice to get a guy like that going. Landon's certainly a guy that's capable of shooting the ball, and he showed it there.
Seitzma over to Rutherford for three. Again, he's a hot shooter. Anderson controls. Nice board there, but coming up from behind, and a foul is going to be on Fay, and the boys are getting a little physical down on the end. Fay was frustrated, I believe. They're not going to call anything. Fay and Anderson wrestled for the ball.
Yeah, you might see things get a little testy here in the last 8 minutes.
Logan Fay with his third personal foul. And that will send Sebastian Anderson to the line. He's got 5 points on the night for the 6'1" senior.
Yeah, he's going to go bonus here. Pelican got to be careful here. You don't want to pick up an intentional or anything like that.
Yeah, Cowboys done a nice job here the last couple of minutes. Pelican had got within one, had a couple of opportunities to take the lead. Their first lead since early in the game, but Cowboys on a nice little run here and have built the lead back to 9.
Sebastian Anderson with his 6 point sinks the front end of the 1-and-1.
That three by Blofus was big.
Yeah, it really was.
Huge, wasn't it? Second one is good for Anderson. 2 for 2 for the line. Cowboy lead back to 10 now, double digits, 8:35 to go. Penetration in, Konzemius alters the shot. Seitzma puts it back and he's hammered, I believe. We'll see. I'll wait, I think it was Anderson. It was on Sebastian Anderson.
Yeah, well, Sebastian at least wasn't going to let him get it up on the rim. Yeah, if you're going to foul, you might as well foul hard down there.
Yep. We heard the slap up here with our headsets on.
You got to keep the big guys off the boards, man. You can't give them second chances.
Seitzma off the right side. I don't even think that hit the rim. And checking in his Korf. He's coming back in with 4 fouls, Raleigh.
Yeah, I think it's time to get him in. They need
scoring.
something from him. Again, if the Pelicans going to win this game, they got to get something out of Korf. Cowboys have done a nice job on him tonight.
Only 3 points.
Got to box out here after you see a free throw like that in the first one. This one's probably coming off hard. But Cowboys do a good job of boxing out.
Christensen on the rebound. Gets it over to Yagi. Cooper going to bring her up right at the center court, right across the B. Hands it off to Blofus. Blofus with a little shake and bake. Behind the back dribble into the paint. Goes up against the 6'7". Seitzma drains the deuce. So he's got his 5th point.
I think the Cowboys have found themselves another weapon. Again, This is the first 2 minutes of this varsity career. What a start to it.
Spins off the glass. Seitzma, the tip put back, no good. Konzemius battling, and he's going to draw the foul. Seitzma going to go to the line. I'm sorry, Raleigh, I stepped on you there, but.
Yeah, but what a start.
What a start for
Landon, and what that does to your confidence as a sophomore.
He looks like a seasoned varsity player out there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got no fear.
He took that strong to the hole.
Seitzma looking for his 5th point.
And to get the respect, a young player like that too, and to be playing with all seniors, and get the respect of those upperclassmen. He has been a big 2 minutes for the young sophomore.
Seitzma, 8 minutes exactly to go. Misses that one. He's 0 for 4.
Those are killers. You got to make the free ones.
Trailing by 12. Cooper looks over to Coach Lip for a signal. Cooper gets a screen up high from Konzemius. Going to penetrate. Goes down to the baseline. Jumper, no good. Ball on the floor. Christensen comes away with it. Swatted away there and controlled by Seitzma. Rutherford up on the other end now for the Vikings. Over to the near side, Ecker. Rutherford, top of the key. Almost taken away by Cooper. Back to Korf. Again, only 3 points for Korf. Turnaround jumper by Fay is good.
Yeah, and Fay has gotten good position down there a couple of times. Again, that's too easy when you get it that low on the blocks. A good post player is going to score down there more times than not.
20 points for Logan Fay. Landon Blofus again with the behind-the-back dribble. Hands it off to Christensen. Gets a screen from Blofus. Cooper now on the near wing. Into the paint. Nice underhand pass, and it's over to Konzemius. They're going to whistle Cooper for the charge. I didn't see that one. Did you guys see that one better than I did?
No, I didn't see him get there. He was kind of blocked there.
But I like that aggressive attitude by Cooper, taking Korf with 4 fouls, taking him to the basket. But
good. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if Cooper got off his feet there. We saw one earlier. Remember, we saw one earlier in the first half where he got off his feet a little bit.
63-53. We're under 7 minutes to play here in regulation. Fay with 20 points for the Vikings. Rutherford. Other side they go to Korf. Christensen. Guarding Korf over to the other side for a 3-point shot by Tollerud. No good. Picked up by Fay. To Rutherford for 3. Wide open is good.
That's the guy. You got to know where he is, guys. You got to know where he is.
That's 4 threes for Rutherford.
Yeah, Rutherford is feeling it, and you can't leave him wide open.
Christensen for 3. Rolls around and comes out. Seitzma on the board. 7-point lead. Rutherford looking for another one. Pulls it down. Gives it over to Tollerud. Back to Korf, top of the key, guarded by Cooper Yagi. Spins, Cooper was trying to draw the charge. Didn't get it. Rutherford, near side. You can hear the fans getting into it now. Tipped away there by Konzemius. Perez on the control. Almost a collision there with Korf again.
Oh, no.
Man, oh man, on the floor, everybody's going. We got a charge, and that's going to go against Tollerud. Whee! What a flurry there, guys.
Again, turnovers. You got to take care of the basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, and to your point, B-Dub, just too quick a shots for the Cowboys. Not as if Noah didn't have a good look from the 3-point straight, but when you're up by 9.
Up by 9, early in the game, that's a good shot. He hit one earlier in the game, but there in that position, you got to understand time and score, and I think that was a bad shot.
Yeah, Cowboys got to be much more selective in their shot selection right here down the stretch. I mean, you're up 7 right now. You don't have to score anymore.
Nope, just make them play defense. Yep. You've been able to drive in there when you're kind of in your spread offense with Konzemius down there. Cooper's been able to penetrate and find him on the baseline.
I am being told that Blofus is not. 30 is Bernadas.
Dylan Bernadas.
So they got the numbers wrong in the program here. So my bad. So Bernadas has scored the 3 in the deuce. And Blofus is number what? 40. Is he 40? Sorry, folks. We're getting this all straightened out here by Coach Fredrickson.
The numbers are way off.
Yeah, Dylan Bernadas.
So Dylan Bernadas, we'll give him credit. I am so sorry here, folks. Thanks for the text messages. Was getting that was Blofus. Excuse me. Bernadas is number 30. So the program is wrong. We were going by the program here, folks. And then Coach Freddie must have got some text messages along with myself. So Yagi finds Konzemius up and in for 2.
Boy, those two have come up big tonight. The two seniors, they've really worked well together. And another easy one, but created by Cooper.
9-point lead for the Cowboys. 5.5 to go. Fay down low. Kicks it out to Rutherford. Wide open. Nope, that one's off the mark. Perez with it. He's going to break away. Traded by Tollerud, puts it up and in. Perez is going to go to the line for the and one for Junior Perez. His first bucket of the night. Gets the foul.
I tell you what, the Heart of Lakes is going to be a lot of fun this year. I mean, there's a lot of parity in the Heart of Lakes, and all these teams play hard and fast. Boy, and Rutherford, you leave him open again. He's been in a rhythm, and he had another really good look there, but that's how quickly a game can change. I mean, that looked like, and that was right on, too. He hits that one, and all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game again. But the Cowboys get an easy basket at the other end, and now a possession off a missed free throw. Oh, they're going to change it.
They're going to give it back. So again, we apologize to everyone here. Our programs were wrong. It's Dylan Bernatus was number 30, not Landon Blofus. So we apologize to everybody. Thanks for the text messages, everybody. Joel and Roseanne Lisney listening in, sent us a text. Thank you, guys. Great game there for the Cowboys, they said. So again, thanks for listening. We're at the 5-minute mark. Pass intended over into the corner for Guler. Was out of bounds off the Cowboys, and it'll be Viking ball.
Still 5 minutes and 2 seconds to play, but boy, you have a sense that this is a really big possession here for both teams. I mean, if the Cowboys can stop them here, obviously a big possession. You can work some more clock off. But Pelican, boy, every possession getting big now for Pelican. Clock's starting to become a factor now with a double-digit lead.
Yeah, they need to get something here.
Korf, Rutherford on the far wing, guarded over by Visner. Top of the key to Guler. Near side, Fay gets Consemius in the air. Pass intended to the corner for Korf, and they're saying Consemius tipped it, and he kind of just rolled his eyes at the referee and walked away.
Anthony's a St. Mary's kid, so you know he's going to be honest about that.
11-point lead, 4:45 to go.
He traveled.
He's moving his feet. You can't do that on an inbound pass over there.
Boy, and that was quite obvious there.
Seitzma with 2. Seitzma with just his 6th point for the 6'7" senior. Here comes Cooper, going to penetrate. Never say quit there for Cooper. Going to the hoop, picked off by Seitzma and hands it off to Korf.
Well, when we talk shot selection, another trip down the floor where the Cowboys can get a much better shot than that.
Rutherford for 3. That time it's on the far side, rebound by Christensen. Way up ahead to Visner. Easy bucket for Jacob, but it goes off the side and picked off by Seitzma. Back comes Rutherford.
Now that's a shot you have to take.
That's the one they had to take, yep. Fay penetrates, puts it up and in for 2. Fay with another bucket.
Boy, and just like that, a 7-point game.
Gives him 22 on the night. Cooper drives in, almost gets Korf to foul, doesn't get it. Back to Christensen, spins inside the paint, little 6-footer, hook, no good. Picked off again by Guler, 7-point lead, 3:40 to go. Getting tight again. Korf looking to set up the offense, gets it over to Guler on the near wing, guarded by Perez. Top of the key there to Seitzma. Gets it over to Rutherford, 3:25 to go. It's an errant pass there intended for Seitzma, picked off by Perez.
Boy, big turnover there. Yeah, and this is probably a pretty good timeout here.
We got a whistle and a timeout on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The Cowboys 67, the Vikings 60, 3:17 to go. We'll take a break, Brian, and when we come back, we will have more of the second half. You're watching Three Borders Sports Network.
It's not too soon to get ready for graduation, and Bold Print in Wahpeton is your graduation headquarters. Everything from signs, banners, invitations, and more. If you're looking for that special personalized gift, Bold Print offers custom canvas prints and framing, and new to Bold Print is their custom decal machine, which is great to promote your business. Give them a call today, 642-2188, or check them out online. Use boldprint.com.
All right, we are back here at Cowboy Gymnasium. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, joined by head coach of the Lady Huskies, Brian Watson. He's doing all the technical stuff for us tonight. And also, I am joined by Raleigh Lipp here, back on the microphone. We're proud to have him on the microphone with us. And you will hear Raleigh's voice more throughout the year. We're excited to have him aboard.
Well, it's been a fun one.
It's been a good one.
Yeah, Cowboys need a good possession here. You're coming up on the 3-minute mark. You got to make sure you get a good shot here.
Christensen dribbles it across the top of the key. Now coming to the near side with the dribble is Anderson. Into the paint inside the free throw line. Cowboys looking to kill some clock here, I think, now.
Yeah, there you go. Just going to take your time and run their dribble drive. Looking to get a layup.
Cooper pulls it back out, hands it off to Perez. 2:48 to go.
Yeah, this is
Tipped away there by Guler. So.
This is where a guy like Cooper Yagi becomes very dangerous when you spread the floor like this. Cooper's got that quick first step, is very strong. spread the floor like this, we might see Cooper get some easy baskets. Well, free throws here now. You know how important free throws are down the stretch. You got to knock them down, man.
That's why you do it after running, right, Coach?
That's right. Got to make them when you're tired.
Perez at the line. It's rolls around and falls in.
Junior's quietly had a nice little game tonight.
He has. He's only got 3 points, but he has done well. He's handled the ball well against the pressure from the Vikings. 8-point lead, 2:46 to go. Perez, second free throw. He's good, nothing but net.
Yeah, those are two biggies. We gave Anthony a quick breather. He'll be good to go here for the final 2:46. Cowboys aren't in foul trouble. You just got to finish now.
That was Guler's fourth foul. So 4 fouls on Guler and Korf for the Vikings. Korf almost stumbled there. Gets it over to Guler. Back to Korf now. Kicks it back to Guler in the corner. Guler penetrates just inside the free throw line. High off the glass, in for 2. That's his first field goal of the day at the 2.5-minute mark. Junior brings it up into the front court, hands it off to Cooper. Cooper gonna pull it back out and kill some time on the clock. 2:18 to go. Cowboy lead is 7. When are you gonna start seeing some fouls here, Coach? That was maybe an attempted one there by Korf, but
yeah, I think he was gonna try there. He's gonna go for the steal. If you get the foul, you get the foul.
He's got 4, so you wouldn't think it'd be the one that would be trying to get the foul. Anderson going to inbound, gets it into Cooper Yagi, guarded by Rutherford. 2:08 to go. Clock is ticking. Remember, in Minnesota, no 30-second clock. And Kenzemius breaking to the bucket. Fouled by Seitzma, and Kenzemius will go to the line.
Yeah, well, you want to run some clock, but you don't want to stop being aggressive. And the Cowboys stayed aggressive, got to the hoop. You'll take those. You'll take the layups. But, yeah, Pelican's not going to give any of those easy ones away. They're going to make them earn it. Cowboys going to have to hit their free throws down the stretch. Junior just hit a couple of big ones. Now it's Anthony's turn.
Off the back iron. A little too strong. 23 points so far for Anthony. Looking for number 24 at the 2:02 mark. Is good. So we're approaching 2 minutes right now. 8-point lead for the Cowboys. Big possession here for the Vikings. Rutherford gets into the paint, finds Seitzma, but just a little bit too low for him to handle. Perez saves that one off the floor. Up ahead they come to Anderson. He's going to pull it back and wait for the rest of his team.
Now you got to be strong with the basketball, and remember you have 2 timeouts if you get in trouble.
Oh. There's a pass up ahead to Rutherford. Is he going to catch it? No.
And the Cowboys, again, caught a big break. Yeah, you got to be strong with the hoop, and if you get in trouble, understand that you have a timeout left.
You just got to take care of the basketball. You don't need to be in a hurry. You know they're going to foul you. Just take care of it. Be strong, like you say, Raleigh, and just make your free throws.
1:36 to go, and tipped away there.
Yeah. That's a
and
good
it
call.
was off of Cooper's hands.
We talked about that earlier in the first half. We saw Visner come to the basketball.
Yep.
That time, Cooper just standing, waiting for the ball, and that's what happens. The Cowboys losing focus here. 90 seconds to play. You got to finish.
It's a little careless there.
Korf going to inbound. Trail by 8. 1:34 to go. Korf along the baseline. Goes up against Kenzemius. No good. I don't know if Kenzemius altered that one or not, but he comes away with the board. Cooper trying hard to get that 5th foul on Korf, and he didn't get it. Double teamed out high. Bounce pass to Christensen. He goes up, and he's going to get the and one. That foul there.
That might be the dagger.
Was on Logan Fay. That is his 4th. So that's going to send Jonah to the line.
I agree, Raleigh. That might just do it there.
Jonah in double figures. Looking for number 13 here. 10-point lead for the Cowboys. 1:15 to go. That one's hard off the back iron. Rebounded by Eckert. He gives it off to Korf. Korf finds Fay breaking to the bucket. Spins up, rolls off the rim, and Kenzemius with the board.
Boy, Anthony's been good on the boards tonight. He's been good all around.
Perez trying to bring it up into the front court, and Rutherford knocks it away. 1 minute exactly to go here, guys. 10-point lead for the Cowboys. Yagi. A lot of collisions there. Now he finally calls it. Korf finally gets his foul, and that is his 5th. Cooper had been trying to get that all night on him, and he finally got it there. And Mikhail Korf checks out of the game here with 5 fouls and 3 points on 1 3-point field goal for the guy. So the Cowboys have done well defensively on him.
Yeah, he's a guy that has hurt the Cowboys over the course of the last couple of years, but tonight was not the case. You know, Korf has got the game that will be played in Pelican marked on his schedule right now, because this is a kid that can absolutely light it up, but didn't get much for opportunities even, really, on the offensive end tonight.
Yeah. No, you just kind of get out of rhythm when you're in foul trouble. Tough to do the things that you normally do. You got to spend some time on the bench, and you know, he just never got going.
Cooper sinks his first free throw.
Well, Cowboys got production from the 2 guys you expect to get it every night. They're 2 leaders, Anthony and Cooper. They've both been really good tonight.
Christensen had a quiet night scoring for the Cowboys, too. We'll update that at the postgame show. Our Daily News postgame show coming up here soon. Rutherford from the corner, been hot with the 3. That's off the iron, and Kazemius sweeps it clean again. He gets it out to Perez. Junior comes up into the front court with the dribble. 34 seconds to go. Pass tipped there and almost taken away by Guler on the far side. 31.3.
Well, some good things tonight, right?
Yep.
And some not too good things. You know, early in the season, both teams obviously have some things to do. But boy, both teams I thought worked really hard. That was a fun early season Heart of Lakes game.
It is. Cooper with the miss. Back up the Vikings, 19 seconds. Rutherford high off the glass. Nice bucket for him, and a timeout by Pelican Rapids.
Well, you can see why Rutherford was an all-conference player last year.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll keep it here, or do you want to take a break, Brian? Let's take a break. All right, we'll come back on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. 16.7 seconds to go. 73-64 in favor of the Cowboys. Stay right here. We'll have more coming up after this.
Need some relief? Nelson Auto Center can help. Right now, Nelson will make your first payment up to $400 on all pre-owned vehicles with about 100 to choose from. You make no payments until April. Stop in and get a great deal now at Nelson Auto Center.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511.
All right, welcome back to Cowboy Gymnasium. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Raleigh Lip here, 3 Borders Sports Network, and the Cowboys with a 9-point lead and 16 seconds to go, and Cooper's going to draw another foul. And that will go against Tollerud. That'll be his 4th. So a lot of fouls here by the Vikings tonight. So Cooper's going to go to the line again for another free throw, and I think so far I've only got him 3 for 7 here from the line, Raleigh, for Cooper.
Yeah, Cowboys have they've left some points out there.
They have.
You know, plenty of things to work on, but boy, you take the positive. The number one being the win. You know.
Yeah. I'm certainly not trying to take that away from Coach Lip and the boys in their second game, their first Heart of Lakes game.
Yeah, and it gets much tougher here in the upcoming schedule. You look at the Cowboys. You got DGF there on Friday. You're at DGF Friday. You got Perm coming up here in another week and a half. Then you got Wahpeton. Breckenridge is going to be
that's going
to be a fun day. February 6th,
Yep.
folks. Mark it on your calendar. It'll be over at the Wahpeton High School this year. I like that call.
And we'll have both those games on Three Borders Sports Network, and Raleigh will be up there in the booth with us too, and Coach will be coaching, of course, that day, but it will be a fun day over in Wahpeton. It'll be the boys, or the girls will play first and the boys will play second, junior varsities and varsities only. So anyway, your final score here on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, the Cowboys 75, the Vikings 64. Stay tuned here, folks. for the Daily News postgame show coming up next. We might even, I did ask Steven to come up if he could. He's going to go to the locker room, and if he gets up here in our postgame show, we might even have Steven Lipp on. So stay tuned for that, folks, here. And we'll be right back after these messages. Brian, take us away.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. And we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all of the Wahpeton Husky sports teams the best of luck this fall. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the News Monitor and the Daily News. Keep up with local news, sporting events, and personal interest stories in our papers. The Daily News offers an e-newsletter for more information at your computer. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for much more information. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes the best of luck this season. Sports injuries can put a damper on a young athlete's high school career. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is here to make sure you get back to playing the sport you love. Whether it's a knee, shoulder, ankle, or back pain, our OSPTI experts will use their knowledge to rehab and strengthen that injured area for a full and complete recovery. Stay in the game with OSPTI. All major insurances are accepted. Call us at 218-641-7725, or you can find us on Facebook at OSPTI, or check us out on the web at www.ospti.net. Scott's Electric in Wahpeton is a proud supporter of high school athletics. If you're in need of commercial, industrial, agricultural, or residential electric service, call Scott's Electric at 642-9244. Licensed and bonded in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota, offering 24-hour electrical service. Check out Scott's Electric website at www.scottselectric.net. Scott's Electric. Thrivent Financial wishes the Wahpeton Husky Fall sports teams and coaches the best of success. Thrivent is proud to have the opportunity to support this community and help those who live and work here make the most of their time, talents, and treasures. Call Will Ulick, your local Thrivent financial professional. If you're interested in putting plans that align with your values into action, please call Will Ulick at 701-642-1108. Thrivent Financial. At Richland IFC, we work closely with our producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. At Richland IFC, we are dedicated to working with growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its growers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for our food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports Husky sports. Better living begins at home, and Three Rivers Decorating in Wahpeton is your personal designing service. New flooring in your home can totally change its look and feel. Three Rivers Decorating has dozens of vinyl plank designs to choose from, along with carpet, tile, and linoleum. Whether it's updating your home's interior or retail space, Three Rivers Decorating has all of the latest styles and trends. They also offer free estimates. Give them a call today, 701-642-8454.
As a member of First Community Credit Union, your Kasasa checking and savings accounts earn more interest, which means more money back. And more money back means more date nights, sweet new kicks, or gas in the tank. Whatever is important to you, Kasasa accounts at First Community Credit Union help make it happen. Come join us, and let's put your money to work with accounts that give back.
Need some relief? Nelson Auto Center can help. Right now, Nelson will make your first payment up to $400 on all pre-owned vehicles with about 100 to choose from. You make no payments until April. Stop in and get a great deal now at Nelson Auto Center.
What matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
Bundling auto and home insurance is a great way to save money and precious time. Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent in Breckenridge, will make it easy and convenient with your local, fully licensed staff ready to help make sure you're protecting the things that mean the most to you. Their team is ready and knowledgeable in farm insurance, life insurance, business, home, and auto insurance. So stop by or call Amanda Frederick, your State Farm agent on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, or call 643-8511. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers more money for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Tom about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Todd's Welding in Breckenridge is your headquarters for heavy truck and trailer parts, and their service center is top-notch. Todd and his crew offer annual DOT inspections, oil changes, wheels, seals, and brake jobs on your truck and trailers. Make sure your equipment is road and field ready. Give Todd's Welding a call today, 218-643-4535, or stop by the shop just off Highway 75 South Breckenridge. Todd's Welding Shop Incorporated is proud to support high school athletics.
Well, welcome back to Cowboy Gymnasium on Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner. Brian Watson was here with me on the call, along with Raleigh Lip. Gentlemen, we saw the Cowboys come away with a 75-64 Heart Lakes victory, and what a fun game it was here. Back and forth we go. So what are your thoughts here, Raleigh? You first.
Well, some good things for the Cowboys, some not so good things. One of the good things, Anthony Consemius, he was absolutely fantastic tonight. Not just on the offensive end, he had 24 points, but he altered a lot of shots, and he was an animal on the boards. Cowboys did a pretty good job on the boards tonight, and made enough plays down the stretch. We talked about some questionable shots, the shot selection late in that game. Cowboys will have to clean some things up. There's getting into the lane a little bit out of control at times when you got a 9-point lead. Yeah, you got to be strong with the basketball. But, hey, you're 2 games in. I thought there were a lot of good things tonight. Really for Pelican, too. Pelican's first game of the season. Both these two teams are going to be they're going to make a little noise in the Heart of Lakes, and because they both play so hard, and they both got good players. So both these teams, I think, are going to have successful seasons.
B-Dub, what are you saying in the locker room here to the guys tonight?
I think you have to go in there and just say, hey, I'm pleased with the way that we played. We did a lot of good things offensive rebounds were big for us tonight. But I think they really have to, like Raleigh said, clean it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's still early. I mean, you're only on game 2, and that's kind of what it looks like. You have a seasoned team that's played together for a while. But really, to start the season, you still have to kind of work out the kinks and understand what a new coach wants, those type of things. So I'm not surprised by some of the turnovers, some of the quick shots, things like that. I think that's something that they'll work out. And as they go along, you'll start to see them, play like a more seasoned veteran team and take care of the basketball, play with some poise. The senior leadership will start to take over and those type of things. And it's just going to happen game by game, and they'll just get better with each game.
As we heard, the three of us and all of our fans heard here in the Three Borders Sports Network, our pregame show. And again, welcome to the Wahpeton Daily News postgame show, bringing you news and sports stories to the area, the Wahpeton Daily News. We heard Coach Lip say at the beginning of the game in his pregame visit with me here, Raleigh, he wanted to see more fundamental, be more sound with the ball. Again, you both mentioned, you and B-Dub both mentioned here, got to be watching those turnovers, but yet they did some good things.
Yeah, well, worked hard. I mean, that's if you're going to win in the Heart Lakes Conference, that's the first thing you have to do is work hard. I thought the Cowboys did that, but again, turnovers are the killers, and B-Dub will talk about this all night long. They're killers, and especially ones that turn into easy baskets. I don't know what the Cowboys had for turnovers, but it was well into double digits. Both teams were well into double digits, and then you throw in the poor shots, and I consider those turnovers
too.
So if you add the poor shots down the stretch to the turnover total, that's just too many to win consistently in the Heart of Lakes Conference. That's not going to be good enough to beat teams like a Perm, and it's not going to be good enough to beat teams like DGF. Cowboys fortunate enough to get out of here with with a win over a really good Pelican Rapids team, playing not what I think is your best basketball. I think the Cowboys have more than that, but always nice to come out with a win against a good quality team.
Just going to have to learn from it. There's good turnovers and bad turnovers. Those bad turnovers are the ones that you turn it over and it leads to an immediate basket. The good ones, if you want to call them good ones, are just when you throw it away. Sometimes you're better off just throwing it to your parents in the stands, rather than trying to make a play and giving it to the other team and have them go shoot a layup. At least you get a chance to play defense and get a stop rather than it leading to a basket.
All right, guys, I want to take a look at the scoring here on the Wahpeton Daily News postgame show. 6 points for Tollerud coming off the bench. Hunter Williams with a pair. Coming off the bench, Timmy Guler with 3 points. He had a field goal and a free throw. 3 points for Ecker on 3 free throws. 6 points for Seitzma, the 6'7" senior for the Vikings. An interesting one, and we can talk about it here when I'm done with the scoring for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Mikhail Korth, 1 field goal, and that was a 3-point shot he made in the first half. Scoreless in the second half, so we can talk about the defense here, but then Logan Fay for the Vikings ended up with 22, and Jaden Rutherford 19 on 4 threes. So, again, they hold course, but the other guys picked up some scoring. So your guys, go ahead, Coach.
Well, Korf just never got going. I mean, he hit the one shot early, but then when you get in foul trouble, it just takes you out of your game. You become timid. You're worried about picking up the foul. You have to sit on the bench. You really can't get loose again. You're sitting there wondering, well, when am I going to go back in? What can I do? What can I do? Just tough to get rolling and stay consistent when you're in foul trouble.
Raleigh,
well, yeah, and he's such a competitive kid. You will see a much different game out of Korth when these two teams meet here in about 4 weeks in Pelican Rapids. And remember, this is their the second game of the season for the Cowboys. That was the opener for Pelican Rapids, and you could see it. But boy, they've got some players. You're going to see Korth play much better. They've got an inside presence, and Rutherford, you saw tonight, can obviously shoot the basketball.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring for the home team on the scoreboard. Again, the Cowboys successful in a victory tonight, 75-64. 4 points for Perez. He got them all in the second half, I believe. 24 points for Anthony Conzemius. 12 points for Jonah Christensen. Quietly 12 points, I think. Another double-figure night for Cooper Yagi. 17 points for him. And did I miss somebody? I think that's all we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys scoring for the Cowboys. Oh, wait, I got Jacob Visner came in. He got some valuable minutes there for the Cowboys with 4 and 2 for Reese Peterson. So, guys, Raleigh, you first this time.
Regarding
the scoring, as far as how the scoring turned out.
Well, yeah, we saw very
offense.
balanced scoring in the first game. Cowboys had 5 players in double digits in the first game, just 2 players in double digits here. But they came from the guys you expect to get scoring from, Cooper and Anthony. But you'll see one thing that the Cowboys have confident shooters is obvious because they were quick on the trigger on some of those threes. I didn't think the Cowboys shot very well tonight, but I think they've got some confident shooters.
I like the play of Visner, who hasn't played varsity basketball in a long time, and then Bernanis that came in and had a couple big buckets there.
And it was at such a critical time. Yeah. And Bernanis and really didn't hesitate. I mean, remember Pelican had the momentum when he got both his baskets. Yeah, he was really big tonight.
Yeah, it was Visner in the first half, and then Bernanis with the big buckets in the second half.
Yep. Yeah, and another thing the Cowboys are going to have to work on a little bit is guarding the post. I thought Pelican was able to get the ball deep, and the Cowboys just aren't big enough to defend when you get against teams like Perham when Finn Diggins comes to town. You're not going to be able to let a guy like that get the ball that low on the post, or he's going to kill you. So you're going to have to push him off the post a little bit.
You made a comment at the 8:18 mark of the first half when Seitzma, the big guy for the Vikings, went down with 2 fouls, and you said mark that down. So I did. And I wrote that down, and that was a big point there.
Yeah, we saw him. Well, the two of their best players had to spend a lot of time on the bench in foul trouble. We saw Korf spend some time in the first half, and then, of course, got an early one in the second half. So, yeah, that's tough to compete when 2 of your best players are spending time on the bench with foul trouble.
All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up on the Wahpeton Daily News post-game show. Brian, you got anything else you want to add?
No, just a good early season win for the Cowboys. I know that Pelican's going to improve as they go on. I think the next time that they meet, you're going to be in for a nail biter.
Raleigh. Your thoughts, closing thoughts.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm excited for the time these guys meet up. And don't forget, the schedule gets much tougher for the Cowboys now. This is going to be this will be a test. We'll see how good the Cowboys are over the course of the next couple of weeks. You got DGF on Friday. You got Perham next week at home. That's the 30th. We'll be here for that one.
Yep, we're here on the 30th.
And then the Breck Wap game, and that's always
that's
going to be a fun day. I really like the decision to have it at Wahpeton High School. Obviously, no reason to have it at the activity center with the COVID restrictions, but I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And you know what? There's still going to be plenty of fans in there to make enough noise, because Breckenridge and Wahpeton fans are both welcome. So that's going to be that's always a fun Saturday. Mark it on your calendar, February 6th. I know B-Dub has that one marked on your calendar. That's always a fun one for players, coaches, and fans.
Yeah, it is just a big day of basketball. Going to be a little different playing at the high school. My first year, we played here in Breckenridge, so that was my first taste of a WAPRET game. And so now, we get our turn in our gym, and we'll see how things go.
All right. For Three Borders Sports Net. Oh, by the way, Wednesday night is our coaches show.
Wednesday night we'll have the coaches show.
We'll be live from the boiler room at 7 o'clock. We're going to invite Coach Lipp back again, as well as all the Wahpeton and Breckenridge coaches that we had last time. So for my partners here on Three Borders Sports Network, for Raleigh Lipp, thank you very much, Raleigh.
Good night, everybody.
And for Brian Watson.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, I'm Joe Schreiner. Again, the Cowboys come away with a victory, 75-64 over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night from the boiler room.